Next up is Lee Dobryden of FordLabs. Did I do that right?
Hi, I'm Lee. I work at FordLabs. I help run the software engineering department there. We're going to switch to a picture of the back of my head. Yeah, you can find me on the internet. My Instagram, I post a lot of pictures of around town. And you can find me on LinkedIn. And today we're going to cover a few topics. We're going to cover what I think the differences are between the tech culture in Silicon Valley versus here. We're going to talk a little bit about teamwork, and we're going to talk a little bit about me. So I am from here. I did go to Pioneer. I'm a longtime townie. There's a little bit of proof, if anyone questions that. I've worked in Ann Arbor as a software engineer for a little over 10 years. I started out at the Linux box. Some of you probably remember our neon signs and penguins in the windows over on 5th Street. I worked at the med school for a little while. Nimbox was a little startup from some people in town. And my last job here was at Magnetic. Magnetic provided me an opportunity to move out to California. We had an office out there. And so it was something that had intrigued me for a while, and so I took the opportunity for an adventure. When I got out there, I joined a team that was very technically skilled, but they struggled a little bit. We worked through those issues, and as soon as we started to hit our stride, the company unfortunately closed down the office. I started looking for work out there, and I was a little disappointed about what I found on companies' websites about their culture. They described things like we have a foosball table, we have unlimited vacation, we get free meals. They were all about things that they had, not the values that they strived for. I had a couple interviews out there that also really put a sour taste in my mouth. One interview I had, the interviewer came in and posed me a question to write out on a whiteboard. It was a really technically difficult problem. He then opened his laptop, and I don't know, I thought he was checking his email or something, but I was wrong. I think he was just surfing the internet because at one point an ad started playing with sound. I thought he would have closed it at that point, but no, he said sorry and just kept doing whatever he was doing. So at that point, I ended up moving back. When I got to interview at FordLabs, the contrast was night and day. The interview at FordLabs was very much about working together, all about communication. You spend a day with people working on a real problem in a typical day. And that's not unique to this area. I've done several other interviews, say at Menlo, that are all about this. They're trying to find a good teammate. And thinking about why that is, I wonder if it's some of our Midwest values of honesty, respect, a hard day's work, a good game of euchre. But I think Ann Arbor has something in particular. And it's the value that helped build this iconic building here. It was built by great teams. And in Ann Arbor, I think we know teams. My suspicion is most offices in town have a poster of the team, the team, the team. If you don't know this speech, it's an iconic speech by Coach Bo Schembechler. He tells us that no player is more important than the team, and no coach is more important than the team, the team, the team. Several years ago, Google released the results of their study to see what makes the perfect team. Far and away, the top contributing factor was psychological safety. And in a nutshell, what this means is we just have to look to Bo's speech. It means we're going to believe in each other. We're not going to criticize each other. We're not going to talk about each other, and we're going to encourage each other. This is psychological safety, and this is something that people here have known for a long time. So this is my team at FordLabs. It's a great place to be. It's a very encouraging place. In fact, some of my teammates are in the front row here helping me. I've been there for a little over a year. It's one of the most talented groups of people I've ever had the privilege to be a part of. But there's lots of other great teams around town. I know because I've tried to hire some of my friends away from them, and they won't even hear me out. So as you walk around Tech Trek today, if you're looking for work, I hope that you ask people about the teams that they have, and I hope that you can find your team here. If you're already working here, I have another quote for you, and it's, "Those who stay will be champions." So come by and see us at Tech Trek today. We have a lot of cool things happening. We're right above Bar Louie, and I hope to see you. Thank you.